Yeah.
Have you seen it? Yeah. Like my body? No. My face? No, you see. Like, she moved it.
How's everyone doing? Good morning. We're students from California State University of Northridge. My name is Toki. I'm here with Michelle, Ashley, and Naomi. We're here to talk to you today about social media and what exactly it is, and in the future how you can apply it to yourselves as well when you leave high school. Got that next slide, please. The 3 points we're going to talk about today are social media and how it isn't exactly social, the effect of the pictures you post and what they can do to you, and cyberbullying, which will be the second portion of the presentation. But before that, has anybody heard of the telephone game?
Yes.
All right, focus on. All right, so before we can start our presentation, we're going to do the telephone game. Can I have 6 volunteers? 6 people for 2 teams of 3.
Don't be shy.
One person will say something and it travels through the group, and then it's to see like how garbled it gets.
I'm sorry. You'll get through it, I promise. One more people? I know it's early.
More, please.
One more. So can I have you guys do this? 1 team of 3 line up right here. 1 team 3 line up right here. You guys are gonna be a team? Yeah. And you guys are in the back. So can you 2 face this way? Away from the screen, and everyone else is fine. Or no, everyone else face forward. And you 2 are gonna be the captains pretty much, sorry. Okay. So you 2 turn around, everyone else face forward. So it's gonna be your guys' jobs to act out to the person behind you what the phrase is. And then that person has to act it out to the person in front. The person in front has to say it out loud. But the actors cannot speak. Only like movements. So I'm gonna assign you guys numbers so you don't have the same one and get mixed up. So can I have the next slide? Alright, you're gonna be number 1, and you're gonna do number 3. Alright, can I make it disappear?
Okay,
When do I turn around?
No?
Skyway.
I'm just act like she didn't get in front. So you can act out to her.
Yeah. We got it.
I'll try it again because you're confused. Go back.
So like mount it.
Yeah, the only person that can talk is the person in the very front. You just have to nod.
Okay.
So like mount it to me.
It takes some time, so it's okay.
Okay.
Je rigole.
Do a new round. Alright. You have your 2. You have.
Oh, bordel.
Yeah.
Is it bad?
No.
Oh,
I don't know when to turn it.
Oh my god.
Keep going. Communicate with no words.
No words.
Oh my god, that's so specific. Okay, ready?
What had
The cat? Yeah. Can I talk? Licking its paw. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they got it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Was that what happened?
That keeps happening. Other way.
That was the exact reason why we did that. Just
Really
so that.
specific, like.
But we
That
try
took a
to show
while.
that with no words, not being able to speak to one another with our mouths, it's kind of hard to understand what the other person is saying. Kind of like when you're on social media, Facebook or something, you don't put a period or exclamation point. Some things mean something completely different. And so Ashley's just going to talk to you about how social media really isn't social and how the message can get mixed up with it.
Okay, so how many of you guys here have a Facebook? What about an Instagram? Snapchat? Twitter? Okay, so it's the majority of the class. So according to CBS News, 9 out of 10 American teenagers use social media. So what is social media? Social media refers to the means of interaction among people in which they create, share, and/or exchange information and ideas in a virtual communities and networks. So social media is a great tool in order to interact with your family and friends. I personally use my Facebook to stay connected with family that doesn't live here. So before the social media craze, people would actually go out and engage in conversation with each other. Without being distracted with, their cell phones or going on Facebook or Instagram. So I wanted to show you this video. It's called I Forgot My Phone. It was really popular. I'm sure many of you guys have seen it. You can play the video. Sorry guys. What happened?
You can't charge it and display at the same time. That's the problem. You could watch it later. Yeah.
Okay, so basically that video showed this one girl, she's out with her friends and everybody's on their phones and she's the only one that's not connected but everyone else is. So we live in a generation where we can't live without our cell phones. We must always be socially connected at all times. One teen admits that she'd rather give up her liver or her kidney than her cell phone. Pretty crazy, right? So today I'm going to be talking to you how social media affects relationships, social skills, and I'm going to give you 3 ways on how you can stay connected with your peers. Okay, so we'd rather chat on Facebook than meet in person, and we'd rather text than talk on the phone. Social media may be social, but it doesn't build strong relationships between individuals. Social connections are not strengthened as much through social media as they are face-to-face, so we don't make the effort to deepen those relationships. Modern teens are learning to do most of their communication while looking at a screen, not another person, which creates a barrier to clear communication. Learning how to make friends is a major part of growing up, and friendship requires a certain amount of risk-taking. This is true for making new friends, but also maintaining your current friendships. When there's problems that need to be faced, it takes courage to be honest about your feelings and then hear what the other person has to say. When friendships are conducted online through text, we are doing this in a context stripped of many of the most personal and intimidating aspects of communication. We aren't able to see or hear the effects our words have on other people because the conversation isn't happening in real time. So if we could change the slide. Again. Okay, so according to USA Today, these are 3 tips on how you guys can stay engaged with your friends. So the first one is checking in before an event. So many of us like to check in on Facebook or Instagram when we're doing something fun. So instead of checking in the middle of the festivities takes away from the fun, and it also distracts you from socializing with your friends. The second point is turn it into a game. So if everyone in your group is attached to their phones, when you're hanging out, make a bet. Have everyone put their phones away, and the first person who uses the phone has to pay for dinner or dessert. The third point is posting pictures after an event. This way you aren't missing out on any of the good times with your friends, plus you'll have more pictures to pick from at the end of the night.
so you kind of learn how social media, you connect with your friends and be engaged with one another, like checking at events and taking pictures of one another. But you have to be careful about the pictures you take and when you post and where you take them, because they can be seen in a good light or in a negative light as well. Like for example, I had a picture that almost had me not get a job when I was of age drinking, and the picture was up there, and the boss called me and said, "Is that what you do on a regular basis?" I said, "Nope, not at all." He said, "That almost landed you the job, but not really. We're gonna keep our eye on you when you're here." So you can see that kind of put me, I'm a good person, but that made me look like all I do is pretty much just drink. So the pictures you post can really affect you, and Michelle can explain that.
Hello, I'm Michelle. I'm going to be talking to you how social media can affect our lifestyle. Okay, so according to Chris Betchell's social media lecture, marketing is tied into life science.